name is Barb Pattison. Today in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a small coin purse. You can make a coin purse like this out of any fabric you choose. You will need a fabric for the outside and a fabric for the lining if you want to put a lining in it. I'm going to put a lining in this one, so I'll show you how. The fabric that I'm using for the lining is just a plain cotton fabric. It's actually a quilting fabric. It's just scraps that I had left over. So this is a great way to use up little scraps of material that are not really big enough to do anything else with. You will also need a zipper. I like to use this zipper on a roll. Using this rolled up zipper allows you to cut exactly the length you need and you don't have a whole bunch of wasted zipper. This zipper on a roll, this one is called Make a Zipper, comes with a whole bunch of zipper pulls. Push up the zipper heads on all of the zipper heads further onto the roll, and then you can re-roll your loose zipper over top of your tabs. I like to attach the zipper before I actually cut it from the roll. This allows me to run the zipper head that I will be using on this purse further up the roll and out of the way so it won't be in the way when I'm sewing. This 1/8 inch wide double-sided basting tape is fabulous anytime you're attaching a zipper to anything, but I really love it for attaching the zippers to these coin purses, and it works very, very well with leather because then you don't have to pin anything into the leather. And the first thing you need to decide is what dimensions you want your finished coin purse to be. Take those measurements and add a 1/2 inch to the length and a 1/2 inch to the width. That will give you a 1/4 inch seam allowances on all 4 sides. If you want your seam allowances bigger than that, you need to add more to accommodate them. I've cut these two pieces 5.5 inches by 4.5 inches. That will give me a 5 inch by 4 inch purse. These two pieces of leather are going to be the outside of my purse. I had one piece that was large enough for this size of purse, the other piece was not, so I pieced it. Your zipper will be positioned face down or wrong side up at the top edge of your right side of your exterior fabric. I'm going to flip the zipper tape over just so that I can apply the basting tape along this edge. So I'm turning it right side up. I've positioned my double-sided basting tape along the same edge that I had along the top edge of the purse when the tape was upside down. I left about 1/2 inch, which will be cut off later. Now that the tape is positioned, I'm going to run my fingernail over it very firmly. The reason I'm doing that is so that it will stick very well to the zipper. Now I'm going to peel off the backing tape. Now I'm going to flip the zipper tape back over and position it along the very top edge of my outer edge of my purse. As you can see, the zipper is stuck very firmly to the exterior fabric. With the zipper in position on one side of the purse, I'm going to take another piece of basting tape and lay it across the top edge, the same edge that I put basting tape on the other side of, and again press it in with my fingernail. Remove the backing tape. Take one of your pieces of lining and lay it face down right on top, lining it up accurately with your outside piece that you have already attached the zipper tape to. Then press it into the basting tape so that it sticks well. Next, you're going to sew right along this edge of the zipper. By doing this in this manner, you can stitch both pieces to the zipper at the same time. You can feel where the zipper is in the middle, so you won't be sewing over it. Attach the zipper foot to your sewing machine and stitch right along this edge of the zipper. I will be sewing as close as I can get to that edge. Don't forget to backstitch at both ends when you're sewing this zipper on. Here's the zipper sandwiched in between the inside and the outside of this purse, facing the outside of the purse. After you've stitched your zipper in, you need to remove the basting tape. Pull the pieces apart and just use your fingernail to scrape the end of the basting tape off. Generally it comes off pretty easily as long as it's all exposed. Once you've removed the basting tape, open up your lining from your outside of your purse, press along the edge closest to the zipper. Because I'm using leather, I can't press, so I will just be finger pressing. Now we're going to be top stitching along that edge. Now with the top stitching completed along the zipper edge, you've also completed the top stitching along the lining edge, which will keep the lining from being caught in the zipper. When I assemble the other side of the purse, I want to leave a 2 or 3 inch hole. I'm going to put 2 pins in the zipper tape, one on either end of the hole that I will be leaving when I sew. That way it will tell me when to stop sewing. This is the other side of my purse, so again I'm going to lay it right side up. I'm putting basting tape on it, just on the 2 ends that I'm going to stitch. Remove the backing. When positioning the tape, make sure that all of your edges line up. Now again, I'm going to take 2 small pieces of basting tape to put on this side of the tape, of the zipper tape. Remove the backing. Take the other side of your lining, face down again, making sure it all lines up. Tack it in place. Now stitch the zipper onto the other side, leaving the hole in the middle. At my pin, I'm going to stop and back stitch. Then I'm going to lift the presser foot, slide through to my other pin. Then I'm going to lower the presser foot again, lower the needle carefully so I don't hit the pin, pull out the pin, now back stitch again. Now I can stitch to the end. Back stitch again. There we have the zipper attached to the other side. Again, I'm going to finger press along the edge of the zipper. Now I'm going to flip the entire thing over, flip the other lining back, and again, finger press the lining fabric away from the zipper. Now I'm going to remove my basting tape. Now I'm going to insert my pins again, showing me where to start and stop top stitching. So there's my little hole. With my pins in position, I'm going to top stitch right along here up to the pin, skip this area, then top stitch again along this other side. The next thing that you need to do, and this is very important, is to unzip the zipper partway. Now flip the right sides together of the outside of the purse, match them up, flip the lining piece only back, and flip the entire assembly over. Again, flip the lining piece back, and now you can pin the two lining pieces together, right sides together. Then you can pin the two outside sides of the purse together, unless you're using leather. This is where you'll use basting tape again. Where the zipper is, let it lay on top of itself, so it basically folds in half, and you can even put a pin in that if you wish. You want to keep the zipper aligned with itself as best you can while you're sewing. Before I stitch this, I'm going to cut off this roll of zipper, leaving about a 1/2 inch. I like to start stitching at the zipper on one side. Don't forget to back stitch. You might want to back stitch a couple of times over this zipper just to give it a secure end. When you get to the corner, lift your presser foot, leave your needle down and pivot. Or if you like, you can do a curved corner. Again, when you get to the corner, lift your presser foot, leaving your needle down, pivot around the corner, and continue sewing. When you get back to the beginning, don't forget to backstitch. Remove your basting tape, clip your corners, and clip off any excess zipper tape. You can trim your seams if you wish. Remember the little hole? Turn the entire purse right side out through that little hole. If you have one of these little bamboo turners, these are fantastic for poking corners out without poking holes. I'm just going to use this to work the corners out so they're nice and sharp. Tuck the lining inside the purse where it's going to live. Now all we have left to stitch up is this little tiny hole. Just top stitch it right along there. And there's the completed coin purse. So in conclusion, that's how you make a small coin purse. And I'd like to show you a few of the ones I've already made. This one is a multicolored leather on this side. On the other side, I made it a solid purple leather. This one is two different multicolored leathers on this side and on this side. This one is multicolored leather again on this side and black leather with a pattern in it on the other side. And this one is black leather with a pattern in it on this side and a green suede on this side. I hope you have fun making little purses like this for yourself. Please visit www.ciscossewing-supplies-and-notions.com for all your sewing supplies and notions needs, and for more tutorial videos like this one.